say thank you for being in this page and asking a question. So here we go. Hey Will, I have a question. I wanted to make sure I'm getting the concept after a fat loss phase, then entering a reverse diet. For some reason, I always thought reverse dieting would be slowly adding in calories from a fat loss phase from their previous intake. Would be say like 1,300 calories. So I added in 3 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs a week. But I just want to make sure I understand correctly. So you wouldn't do that with the reverse. You would always adjust to perceived maintenance, then start the reverse. So if they were having 1,300 and say a female up to 1,700 calories, then start the reverse. I just always thought slow was better from a fat loss phase because that wouldn't gain as much output. Okay, so Mandy, this is a great question. And the thing that I noticed the most in this question is you asked me if I would always do it a specific way. Answer to that is absolutely not. One of the powers that you have when you have a lot of different tools on your belt, it just so happens that like I personally feel like I have a bunch of different tools on my belt and I can use all of them, okay? Because I've had the experience of being in the trenches and learning from individuals, and when I get a hunch for something, I pull out the right tool to be able to try to solve that problem. So what you're referring to is this. After a fat loss phase, and let's say their calories were down to 1,300, you're in the understanding that if I bump calories up to 1,600, that they would actually gain fat, and that's not true. Let me explain. If the fat loss phase ends at 1,300 calories and the client is still in a caloric deficit, then you are under their maintenance. So by me adding calories in after the fat loss phase, I'm bumping them to their maintenance. And theoretically, if they're at their maintenance, they're not gaining fat, okay? That's essentially what I would do with a recovery diet type of client. So I would diet them down as lean as they wanted to get. I'd adjust their calories back up to what I believe their maintenance level to be, and I would leave them there for a few weeks to allow their metabolism to adjust to the higher amount of calories. Once we've kind of reached this very nice even homeostasis point where their energy levels are improving, they actually feel like their metabolism's kind of firing on all cylinders again, their performance in the gym is starting to improve. If it's a female, maybe she starts to get her menstruation cycle back if she lost her menstruation cycle, which is a topic for another video. But I would keep her there for anywhere from a few weeks, probably up to a month. And then once we've reached a really nice homeostatic point, then we can start reverse dieting from that point to see really what her metabolism is capable of. And reverse dieting, while reverse dieting her, the goal for a lifestyle client would not be to have them gain excessive amounts of weight back. The goal would be to keep them with this new amazing body composition that they just reached through the fat loss phase, but optimizing the amount of calories that they can basically eat and assimilate, which then has a positive impact on adaptive thermogenesis. So when we're feeding her more, she's going to be burning more. Okay, now over time, eating this maintenance level of calories, 1,600 calories in theory, may not be her maintenance after 2 or 3 weeks because her metabolism is burning more. So that's when I believe that starting a reverse diet from that point is a good idea. Now, again, I'll go back and I'll say that I don't always do a specific thing because, again, I have a lot of different tools that I can use. So where I think reverse dieting is extremely, extremely valuable is with individuals who are coming to you and their metabolisms have been compromised. And that, if they're coming to you and they're like, 1,000, 1,300 calories or so, and they're just kind of all over the place, they maybe aren't even working out, maybe they're not doing any cardio. Somebody like that, reverse diet them 100%. Like reverse diet them 100%. Somebody who wants to reverse diet, I would say that it's not a bad idea, but what you have to be very aware of is the fact of this. Can your client actually adhere to the concept of a slow reverse diet? If you only give me 3 grams of fat and 10 grams of carbs a week, I'm probably not going to be able to adhere to that. But if you give me an extra couple hundred calories and I actually feel like I can eat more food and it's going to help me perform better in the gym, then I'm probably going to want to go that route. Because again, if I'm increasing calories to theoretical maintenance or energy homeostasis, I'm not going to gain fat because I'm only at maintenance. All right. So Mandy, hopefully that helps answer your question. Thank you so much. And please ask if you have any questions down below the video. Bye.